Hey everybody, I just got back from Star Trek Beyond. And man, this is freaking amazing. I love this movie. It's one of the best Star Trek movies, I think. I've really only seen all the Abrams verse movies. I think it's called the Kelvin verse, but this is all I've seen, like really. I've seen a little bit of the other older movies. But yeah, I've always been kind of a fan of those ones. I think Star Trek Into Darkness wasn't really as good, but I like the original. I like the 2009 film a lot, and I think this might be the best of the three. It's got really great characters and awesome moments and sick action scenes. You're not going to be disappointed in this movie. This movie, it's about Kirk, and Kirk is he's been on the Enterprise for 3 years, and he's become really bored, and he just wants to kind of retire and become like the Admiral and have Spock take over. But what he doesn't know is Spock actually wants to stop being on the Enterprise as well, and wants to return to Vulcan after the new Vulcan after he finds out that the Admiral Spock, the Spock from the old universe, had died. And so he feels it's his responsibility to come back there and maybe have like kids with another Vulcan. So they've both been having this thoughts and want to do different things. While they're thinking this, they're on one of their missions, and they get into a attacked by a fleet of these unknown kind of aliens, and their ship goes down on this planet, and everyone gets separated. Like Bones and Spock actually are together. Chekhov and Kirk are together on another place, and Uhura and Sulu are kind of with the ship being taken over by the aliens that attacked them. So we get to see all their dynamics. We get to see Spock and Bones, which is really fun. You don't really get to see a lot of them in these movies, and so seeing them together was really funny. I think Bones is my favorite character because I relate to him a lot. He's very like sarcastic, very like grumpy at times, but he's got his job is first and foremost. So he always cares deep down, but he always has that wit to him. And Spock is always kind of a more stoic type that's tries to be kind of like almost a smart ass to him at times. When Spock got hurt really bad, he's like stabbed right here in the kind of abdomen, and so he's hurt for a while, and Bones has to treat him until they get back to the Enterprise. So that's always fun. Uhura and Sulu were good, but they're not quite as important to this movie as they've been. It's more Bones, Spock, and Kirk. It's mainly their dynamic, and that's funny because that's how the original series is like. So it feels kind of like an episode of that almost, which was very refreshing. This movie is just fun. I think the best part of this movie was the action, the story, and all the characters. They were all like sweet. The villain was fine. It took me by kind of surprise. I didn't know what way they were going to go with him, but I liked the direction. I think he was better than Khan. I don't think Khan was super great, but whatever. The best part, he was probably just alright. Anyway, the best parts really come with the hope and optimism in this movie. It's just really refreshing to see a movie that ends with like hope, and you want everyone to. You see all these people getting along and love and caring for each other, and it's really nice to see it, especially in today's society, where a lot of like pessimistic and meanness has just been consuming our lives lately. and it's just so nice to see like people getting along and like trying to make everything better. And that's really what Star Trek is about, is the optimism and moving forward, going to places we haven't been, trying to help others when they can't help themselves. So I've always kind of appreciated that. Even though I'm not a big Star Trek fan, I haven't really watched any of the original shows, but I've always liked these movies a lot. They're always a treat to watch. You should definitely go see this movie. It's just you're gonna have a fun, wonderful time. It's one of the best of the summer, and and it's the best of the trilogy. So you definitely need to check it out. Well, with that said, I'm Forrest. If you want to see more, like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see y'all next time. Okay? Alright, laters.